What if I told you that being a high school football star isn't enough to make it to the NFL? Every year, over 1 million kids strap on helmets in high school, but fewer than 2% ever touch an NFL field. So what happens to the ones who dream big but don't take the obvious path? There's a secret journey, a hidden grind, that nobody talks about, and it's tougher than any highlight reel can show. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on the real path from high school lights to NFL dreams. And it's not what you think. Number 7, the harsh numbers nobody talks about. Let's start with the cold truth. In the US, about 1.1 million students play high school football each year. Friday nights are packed with cheering fans, marching bands, and kids dreaming of NFL glory. But here's the reality check. Only about 73,000 of them make it to play in college football. That's already a massive drop-off. Now shrink it even further. From those 73,000, only about 254 players get drafted into the NFL each year. That's less than 1% of college players. Think about that. For every NFL rookie you see, thousands of others gave up the same dream. The math alone should scare people off. But here's the twist, it doesn't. Because for those who love the game, the dream doesn't die with statistics. The question becomes, what's the hidden way forward? Number 6. High school stardom isn't enough. Being the big name in your hometown doesn't mean recruiters will come knocking. College scouts aren't looking for the kid who scored 5 touchdowns against a weak rival. They want consistency, discipline, size, and potential. Even grades matter. If your GPA or SAT scores don't meet NCAA requirements, you're invisible no matter how many touchdowns you score. And character? That matters too. A single off-field mistake can erase you from a recruiter's list. Plenty of athletes peak in high school. They're hometown legends but don't get that Division I scholarship. For many, that's the end. But for the ones who still burn with ambition, this is just the beginning of the secret path. Number 5, the junior college grind. When Division I doesn't call, players look for a backdoor, and that's usually junior college or JUCO. JUCO is not glamorous. Players live in cramped dorms, eat cafeteria food, and practice on fields that barely meet regulation. The crowds? Sometimes just parents and a few friends. But JUCO offers something priceless. A second chance. Take Aaron Rodgers. Before becoming a Super Bowl champ, Rodgers played at Butte Community College. Scouts had overlooked him in high school. At Butte, he sharpened his skills, transferred to Cal, and eventually became the NFL legend we know today. Or Josh Allen. He didn't get a single Division I offer out of high school. He played at Reedley College, then transferred to Wyoming, and now he's one of the NFL's top quarterbacks. JUCO is where dreams refuse to die. It's football stripped down to grit and hunger. Players who survive JUCO learn that the path isn't about glamour. It's about persistence. Number 4, walk-ons. Betting on yourself. Some athletes take an even bigger gamble than going to junior college. They become walk-ons. That means showing up at a 4-year school with no scholarship, no financial help tied to football, and no guarantee you'll even make the roster. It's a huge risk, because while scholarship players are almost assured of opportunities, walk-ons start at the very bottom. Being a walk-on is like saying, I believe in myself enough to play for free until you finally notice me. Most juggle full class schedules, part-time jobs, and long practice hours, all while knowing they could be cut at any moment. The grind is intense, and the margin for error is razor thin. But when it works, the payoff can be incredible. Take J.J. Watt, one of the greatest defenders in NFL history. He wasn't handed a scholarship at Wisconsin. He had to prove himself day after day, paying his own way until coaches couldn't ignore him anymore. That gamble transformed him into a superstar. Walk-ons prove that sometimes success comes down to pure self-belief. It's terrifying, it's uncertain, but it shows that betting on yourself, even against the odds, can completely change your future. Number 3, transfers and second chances. In today's game, there's another twist, the transfer portal. Players who feel overlooked, stuck on the bench, or misused by coaches can now move schools and try again. It's risky. You're leaving behind stability, friends, and sometimes even scholarship money. But for some, it's the only way to be seen. Take Baker Mayfield. He started as a walk-on at Texas Tech. He played well but wasn't valued the way he wanted. So he transferred to Oklahoma, won the Heisman Trophy, and became the #1 overall NFL draft pick. Transfers prove one thing. Sometimes the path to success isn't straight. It's about knowing when to restart and where to shine. Number 2, the combine and pro days, the make or break stage. Even if you fight your way through JUCO, walk-on years, or transfers, one final mountain stands in the way: the NFL combine or your school's pro day. This is the league's ultimate job interview, and the pressure is unmatched. At the combine, scouts analyze every detail. They clock your 40-yard dash, measure your vertical jump, count your bench press reps, and watch how quickly you change direction in agility drills. But it's not just about physical ability. Teams sit you down for interviews, test your football IQ with playbook questions, and even study your body language. One wrong impression can cost you millions. And here's the brutal truth: your entire career can hinge on seconds. Run the 40 a fraction too slow, your draft stock drops instantly. Miss a catch in drills, scouts start whispering doubts. For many, these moments define whether they get drafted or forgotten. But the combine isn't always the final word. Tom Brady ran one of the slowest 40s ever, looked unimpressive physically, and was drafted 199th overall. Yet his determination turned him into the greatest quarterback of all time. The combine tests numbers, but the NFL? It always tests heart. Number 1, beating the odds. What separates the few from the many? Here's the truth. Millions dream, thousands try, but only a handful make it. So what separates the ones who make it from the ones who don't? It's not just talent. It's resilience. It's the kid willing to ride buses to small-town JUCO games. It's the walk-on who pays his way just to prove he belongs. It's the athlete who transfers schools, starts from zero, and keeps grinding when no one's watching. The NFL isn't built only on 5-star recruits. It's built on underdogs, on players who took secret paths, battled doubt, and kept pushing even when the odds said, quit. Every star you see on Sunday had a hidden chapter. And that chapter, the grind, the rejection, the second chances, that's what makes them great. So the next time you see an NFL player under the bright lights, remember, most of them didn't take the easy road. They weren't guaranteed a spot. They weren't handed success. They fought for it in ways most fans will never see. And if you're chasing a dream of your own, football or otherwise, the lesson is the same. There's always a secret path, but only the relentless find it. If you found this video eye-opening, make sure to subscribe. We've got more untold stories, hidden truths, and behind-the-scenes journeys coming your way. And trust me, you don't want to miss what's next.